The United Nations voted Thursday to remove Russia from its Human Rights Council following mounting evidence of war crimes in Ukraine, including the alleged massacre of hundreds of Ukrainian civilians by retreating Russian forces in Bucha, a Kyiv suburb. Formed in 2006, only one country has previously been suspended from the Human Rights Council. The UN General Assembly unanimously voted to suspend Libya in 2011 following evidence of mass human rights violations. Russia began a 3-year term on the Council in 2021. Linda Thomas-Greenfield, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, called for Russia's suspension from the Council on Monday, saying Russia's participation was a farce in light of the reported atrocities in Bucha. Members of the Human Rights Council are responsible for identifying human rights violations globally and making recommendations on abuses, but the Council has faced significant criticism for including accused human rights abusers such as China and Venezuela among its ranks. In an appeal to the General Assembly ahead of the vote, Sergiy Kyslytsya, Ukraine's ambassador to the UN, said a vote in favor of suspension would save the Human Rights Council and many lives around the world. A vote against Russia's removal means pulling a trigger, and it means a red dot on Russia's response to its suspension. Russia's mission to the UN warned in a memo to other countries obtained by Reuters on Wednesday any vote in favor of removing Russia to the Council or abstention would be viewed as an unfriendly gesture and have consequences on diplomatic relations with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky demanded Russia's removal from the UN Security Council in a Tuesday video address. It's a near impossibility, as Russia would effectively need to approve its own removal as it holds veto power as one of the Security Council's permanent members. Russia threatens states with consequences over UN vote on Human Rights Council. Reuters. Zelensky calls for Russia to be stripped of permanent seat on UN Security Council over evidence of war crimes. Forbes. U.S. calls for Russia's removal from UN Human Rights Council. Forbes.